Hey, how are you? It's Mimi here again. I'm so sorry that I don't know. I keep apologizing every time, and I'm so sorry that my vlogs don't come as often as I would like them to be, and that's just because seriously, I am so busy for good, for good that I really don't have time. But like my friend Belinda always says, in the midst of all the craziness that is going on around you, you should try to have something that is for you, something that you can call your own, and something that you've always wanted to do. So, and this is it, talking. Uh, I know that some of my friends are laughing like, "What's up with the mixed Nigerian British accents?" Yo, I'm just trying to let like some of my non-Nigerian listeners to understand what I'm talking about. So before you bring that sharp mouth to me, just understand that your girl is not the type to form. Okay, so today I'll just be talking about motherhood and being a woman. Um, this topic for me is so vast because every woman's struggle is different, every woman's story is different, and I will just talk from my own perspective. I don't have the knowledge, and I cannot speak for all women. I can only speak for myself. So the other day, my friend and myself, Nimat, one of my closest friends ever, we were talking about moms, and we're talking about being a mom and how difficult it is to have an identity, like how difficult it is to want to pursue a career and be a mom. And truly, I feel like every woman all over the world struggles with this. And so I remember when I had my baby girl, or before I had my baby girl, I was your typical young, wild, free, ambitious babe. Although many people who weren't close to me didn't really know that about me, that I like to be like. In fact, I'm restless when I have nothing to do, so to speak. So I remember like I had all these dreams and I had all these plans and I knew how I was going to execute them. And then came my baby, who, by the way, is the most amazing little girl that I know. Uh, and then I just lost my identity. First of all came postpartum depression. I'm sure that many people don't know about it, or if they do, they don't really get it because they cannot relate to it. And I will tell you that even I was not able to identify that I was depressed, about being a mom. And I'm sure it doesn't really make sense to some people because it's like, what are you talking about? And when I realized that something about me wasn't right, I decided to go get help. And I will tell you that even after like months of therapy and things like that, I still didn't know how to be myself anymore because my whole essence and my whole existence had become about my baby girl. And it took the meeting of a very special lady for me to really understand that something had been lost in me. For privacy reasons, I prefer not to mention a name, but till today, in fact, two women, who are young moms in their like mid 30s, in their early 40s, and I saw how they were able to be moms, wives, and women. They had their own jobs, they had careers, and I think it was at this moment I woke up and I started to ask myself, Mimi, what are you doing with your life? All my life, like all my life, I never knew how to settle. And I started settling because since I was a child, in my society, I had been told that to be whole, I needed to be married, I needed to be a mom, I needed to be something other than myself. And you know, I've seen so many of my aunties, so many of our moms, mothers, grandmothers who have their kids to just, and husbands to just forget themselves, like the whole essence of who they are. And then they just become a shadow of themselves. And I always knew I didn't want to be that person. I always knew that I want to be a happy mom. I always knew that I didn't want to depend on my kids emotionally, financially, you know, or on anyone for that matter. And I became exactly that. And it took me, what, maybe 2 years to realize what I was doing. And I'd even feel guilty about going out sometimes. So I just said, you know what? You can create a balance. You can still be the Mimi you used to know, albeit a mature one, mature version of that Mimi, and you can still be the best mom ever. Who says that you cannot be both? And I started to think. And I know that there are many girls, young women out there who are watching this video. I know a few. And I just want you to know that you are not alone. It's still kind of difficult for me sometimes, but I tell myself I'm only 30 and my life has just started. And I have this amazing little girl who, in my opinion, I raised so well, but I want to have something for myself. And knowing my highly competitive spirit, not for petty things, but for things that matter in my own definition, I said, I'm gonna be both. I'm gonna be a woman and I'm gonna be a mother. However, it can get complicated sometimes because, you know, whether we want to admit it or not, we know we are in 2020, but the odds are still against women. Trust me, I know what I'm saying. It's still very difficult, but knowing that I want to have my own identity other than being a label, I can say that I'm beginning to find myself little by little. And I would just want to urge, I'm making this video actually for my friends who are young moms now. I just want you to know that you're not alone, and that whatever you're feeling, there are other women like you out there who are feeling it. And I just want you to know that you can still be whoever you want to be, as long as, you know, you have a healthy, happy child. You know, you can still rule the world. You can do it all. It's difficult. I mean, I know it is. I know it is, because literally I don't even have a life anymore, like a social life anymore, because I'm always doing something. And that's it. That's what the world has given to me, because for men, they can be whomever they want to be. They can go to the moon and back and nothing will break. But for us women, it's much more difficult. And then we have to deal with men wahala. My guy, my woman, my sister, I beg, if you're struggling with finding yourself again, it's not really about putting on good clothes, you know. You need to really sit down and ask yourself questions. Who am I and what do I want to be? Aside from just being a label. And if being a mom is all you want, come on sis, it's okay. Ain't nobody judging you. Okay, so I'm just gonna go now. I hope that I get to post the video as soon as possible, because I really love to do this. I really love to talk to the camera. I really love to talk to people. I mean, I really love to have meaningful conversations. And I thank you all, my friends, for supporting me. I have not touched all the, you know, the areas of being a mother, because trust me, if I start to talk, I don't go finish today, like basically. Anyway, so just have a good day, have a good evening, have a good afternoon, a good morning, whatever time it is, wherever you are. Thank you. It's your girl Mimi, and I'm checking out.